Welcome to DDG2310, Introduction to Web Design and Development, Week 2. Once again, you should read through the introduction here. Here's your homework and due dates for the week. We're going to look into Chapter 1. You should read through the chapter, take notes, and do the step-by-step. Once again, you have your resources here and also available on your CD in the back of the book. Submit it through here as a zip file. Here's a Chapter 3 tutorial that's also on that CD in the back of your book. We also have a presentation here on the basic steps in website pre-production. If you click on the PDF here, it'll open up a 2-page PDF. These are just very general guidelines that one should think about when they're beginning a new web design for a client or for themselves. These are very basic guidelines that you may not follow every time, but it's a good starting point if you've never made a website before. So you can go ahead and read through these. Some of the pre-production things you may do for a website. Define the target audience, define the goals of the site, research and gather information, collect assets. That would be images, videos, text, information. As far as research and gather information for your site, you can also research competitor sites, related sites that might give you some inspiration for the design. Plan and design the functionality of the site to reach the audience. Sketch the navigation hierarchy and sketch the wireframe structure. The navigation hierarchy would just be a schematic of how your website's going to be laid out, how the different pages relate to each other. You would start with your home page here, and then you have pages underneath those. So in order to get to these other pages, you have to go through the home page. The home page would be a parent page. Any pages under that would be the child pages. Now if these pages had more web pages linked under those, this would become the parent and those would become the child pages. So this is a very simple navigation hierarchy. We also have web page wireframing. It is an approach to sketching out or pre-planning the layout of your website, your web pages. This is just a rough sketch of how your page is going to be laid out. Just to give you an idea and a starting point. This one was created in Illustrator, but you can always draw these by hand, and they can be pretty quick sketches. The only one who really needs to know or understand these wireframes is you as a web designer. Now, if you were going to share these with somebody else, you may have to clean it up a little bit. So that's wireframing and navigation hierarchy. Once again, this presentation is right here in your Week 3 folder. So you can click on that PDF and read that yourself. There's also a PDF presentation on this defining some of the basic terms for page layout as far as graphic design and web design. And it goes into a little more detail with ideas for wireframing your website. So there's 2 versions of this presentation, the PowerPoint and the PDF. They're both the same. You can look at those and read through those for more ideas for wireframing. We also have a basic presentation on HTML basics. You can just skim through that. It sort of starts to describe how HTML code is used in basic web design. So read through those, and there's some extra videos here you can watch if you have free time. You want to watch those videos. It explains a little bit more about the basics of HTML. And then I have included some basic HTML code lists, very basic ones that may help you understand that a little bit more. There's also a video on the art of web design, which gets you thinking about more of the look and design of web design. I've included a example of a firm called Anti. Is web design and graphic design firm that give you some inspiration and ideas for projects in the future. There's a PDF of their works and a link to their website. Now this week we're going to begin our first big project. Remember, your grades for this course, about 70% of your grades, 60 to 70% of your grades are based on your larger projects. Your textbook and homework is only 15% of your grade. Alright, so this first project one is a basic website. It's a very basic inline HTML old school website. Patriotic Basic Website. Step-by-step tutorials for this project are located below. Here's a detailed description of what needs to be included in this website. You can read through that. But I've also included, hint, hint, step-by-step tutorials. So if you follow these step-by-step tutorials for creating this first project one, you should be very successful at this project. You could probably even follow along with these without reading too much of these detailed descriptions. Alright, then I also included image examples of websites that fit that description. Alright, so basically you're going to make a patriotic website targeting a very specific target audience of your choice. Choose one of these or some other one and really tailor that website to present that information to this target audience. This assignment also has you copy and paste parts of the Declaration of Independence and the Bill of Rights to include in your website. Also goes over embedding videos and a simple email contact form. So once again, for this Patriotic Basic Website, Project 1, follow these tutorials here. It'll make things a lot easier on you. You can also click this PDF here for more examples. And then that will finish assignments for this week. Now double check the due dates up here at the top. Notice that the due dates for the Chapter 3 and the Project 1 are different. Okay, so you have a little bit more time to work on Project 1. We also should do Discussion Board 1 this week. So let's look at Discussion Board 1. Discussion Board 1, I just want you to find a bad website or website that you don't like or you think is ugly or isn't working correctly or is confusing. Post a link to it and tell me why it's confusing. Part 2, find a successful or a good website. Post a link to that one and tell me why it's good. What do you appreciate about it? And then there's a fun little link here at the bottom you can explore. Okay, so that's all your homework for week 2. And feel free to come in for any office hours or email me or text me for any help. Thank you.